Here's what I think will definitely break the SPL record. This is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 15s from Earthquake Sound, powered by DB Drive amplifiers. These subs are rated at 7,000 watts each RMS. Tremendous amount of power. They look great. They're incredibly heavy. They weigh exactly 112 pounds each. So you know that's over a half a ton just in subwoofers. It's got just this enclosure has just as many braces inside of the enclosure as it does outside. You know, for obvious reasons. The enclosure with the speakers and the power and batteries is incredibly heavy. It's just an awesome enclosure. It's ported here. You could also, which I would probably do, is put a port here. And then you could also just do like an optional port, like bring both ports to use this one port, is how some people like to have their enclosures. I prefer separate, just because I think it sounds a little bit better. You don't have any type of echo effect. You know, the bracing is all 2-inch aluminum, which is incredibly strong. Of course, I would have the brackets for more surface area on the MDF. This is actually 3 layers of 1-inch. Their specs, their engineers spec they're just one of these subs at two layers of 1-inch, which I think is definitely smart. You know, Earthquake Sound, there's the subs. They've got some smart engineers over there. I've never bought anything subwoofer wise from them, but it's a great product, man. Definitely check them out. The speakers can also be inverted. They look really good on the other side, as well as their Sub-Zero series. They've got great products, also great mids and highs. The enclosure is really huge, man. This thing will only fit in a van or a very large truck with a cap on it. Total weight, man, I mean, it's humongous. Like I said, half a ton just in subs, not including the batteries, the enclosure. Probably looking at around 3,500 pounds. No shit. I mean, once you get all your power wiring and everything back here. It's got 8 strapped DB Drive 10,000s. So at times 8, that's 80,000 watts times 87% efficiency. That's 69,600 just right here. I've got 36 block shaker batteries, 12 volt from Chrome Battery products, as you can see all along here. Also, this port extends just like some of my previous enclosures. Extends from here to here and then just turns up. So right behind here, the whole back side of the bottom is just the beginning of the port. This is probably my strongest, most powerful enclosure I've ever designed by far. Like I said, I wouldn't put record breaker if I didn't think it had the potential. This thing I think will definitely do 180 as long as it's inside of a strong enclosure like a van stiffened up. It's a beast, man. Like I said, 69,000, over 69,000 RMS at 14.4 from DB Drive. The only thing I do not like from DB Drive is that these amps being 10,000 watts each, which is an incredible amount of power. They're only stable at maximum at 16 volts from what their math says. I've never bench tested one. So anything at this amount of power, like I said, 10,000 watts, should be stable to at least 16.8 to 17. That way you could, burp a 16 volt system. I think that would be, a great option, at least from them. other than that, man, you know, they're linkable. DB Drive, they've won a lot of awards. Nice looking power. The math is great, you know, all stable at 14.4, and which I understand the reason why and everything. Yeah, man, this is seriously a record SPL comp, straight up. I mean, this thing, you know, all the big guys with the vans and the big trucks and everything, you know, this thing's 85 inches from here to here. You know what I mean? 7 feet. I mean, this thing is a true, just a monster. You could not sit inside of it. You literally couldn't. I've talked about this on some of my other videos, SPL wise. You know, you'd have to have earplugs outside, remote head unit outside just to turn it on and off. You'd have to have a separate switching module just for remote switching, just for your amps, or, you know, maybe on the enclosure somewhere. It's a beast, man. There's my the nameplate, in case you're wondering what the heck the nameplate is. There it is right there. Soundz. Probably see a little bit better. Let's see, it's got bracing 2-inch all the way, you know, from this point to this point, as well as vertical and in the rear. This is not to spec, the port, but that's pretty much what it would look like. It's got it's almost like a burlwood or a marble interior, as you can see, just on the floor and where the speakers are. Real nice enclosure. These are like 1,000s each or so, so that's around 4,000. So that'd be like every bit of 3,000 RMS. So that's around 74,000 RMS or so. So yeah, it's a beast, man. Check out that website, southernsounds2zs.webs.com. Great website. A lot of information on designs, pricing. Trying to think, is there anything I left out? The backside, of course, would probably be like 1.5 inches, you know, to compensate for a 3-inch layer here. It's a beast, man. A true SPO comp. 36 batteries, 9 each way, so that's 36. Could probably do like some distribution or sound signal processing out here if necessary. Check out my other videos. I've got quite a few up now on YouTube. And thank you very much for watching.